Hello, Sim Gamers, and welcome to a new series I'm kicking off. This is episode 0 of Let's Play Derail Valley Simulator. So, episode 0 is where we're going to go through all the tutorial and all that kind of stuff, and let's get into it. Welcome to Derail Valley Engineer. Let's get you a train driver's license. You can use your mouse to look around and move with WASD. So it's a typical first-person game. Move around with ASW. Walk speed is quite slow. Great! Now let's show you how to dash. I was just doing it. We're going to go ahead and dash. Hold F to sprint somewhere and release. Try it a few times. Good. Now let's get you a comms radio. So this game is built on to be VR playable. In fact, I have been binge playing it in virtual reality. And so I figured if I'm playing it this much, let's go ahead and feature it on the channel. Okay, we've got a radio. Place it back on the desk by pressing V. V drops things. F, nope. Click to pick it up, V to drop it. Click, V. Okay. Great, now let's pick up this booklet. This booklet. That booklet. You can flip the pages with the mouse wheel. To precisely place an item on a surface, hold R. Okay. All right, so I can actually, I can rotate it too. Nice. So I'm actually relearning all these controls for this recording because in VR it's just, you just pick it up. Store it in your inventory by pressing tab. Done. Let's store this in my inventory by pressing tab. Now I have hotkeys down here of quick tab items, which is nice. To take an item from your inventory, hotbar hold tab, move the mouse over a desired slot, and release the button. Easy enough. Drop it on the floor. Okay, fine. V. Open your inventory by pressing caps lock. Lost items can be recovered. You can retrieve the comms radio with the indicated button in case it gets lost. All right. You're ready to drive the train now? Heck yes. This train, the starter train, is the DE2. That is the diesel electric 2-axle train. You can reach up and open doors. You can jump with space. Jump. Jump. Oh, can I jump here? Hey, it worked. I can walk in, close the door. The sound design in this game is excellent, by the way. As is typical, I'm adding after I'm adding Spotify. Stream beats specifically. Anyway, let's get back into it. This vehicle is a DE480. After finishing the tutorial, you'll be licensed to drive it. Press E to continue. If you'd like to learn about its characteristics, you can look it up in the vehicle catalog you just picked up. Stand in the driver's position so you can see most of the controls on the screen. Then press X to sit. Boop. Hold X and use the mouse wheel to adjust your sitting height. Oh, that's nice. Press Alt to enable the mouse mode. Okay. You can hold middle mouse button to adjust the camera position. Hold middle mouse button. Sure. You can also hold right mouse button to zoom in. Try it. Yep, it's a zoom function. Try it now. I'm trying it. To operate the controls, aim at them and use the mouse wheel. You can operate the train controls both in mouse mode and in first person mode. Use Alt to switch between them at any time. Oh, so tapping Alt brings up the mouse thing. All right. Gives me access to the backpack, cameras, Nice. So we want to enable the electronics breaker. The great thing about this game is that everything is very highly simulated. All the trains are exquisitely detailed. Turn the electronics on. We can turn on the dash cam light and the cab light if we want. We have a wiper switch. It's not raining out, so we shouldn't need that. We have a light that we can switch on. Turn left. Rear lights. This control sets the rear lights to tail lights. And let's kick on the starter. Oh, you actually have to hold it long enough for it to start. That's really cool. Monitor the main reservoir. This gauge shows the air reservoir pressure used by the onboard pneumatic systems, such as brakes. On internal combustion vehicles, revving the engine can boost the compressor, shortening the main reservoir fill time. Okay. So we can gently engage the throttle. This gauge shows the engine's spinning rate. That's the tachometer. And we want to disengage the throttle. Track motor's temperature. This gauge shows the temperature of the traction motors. Fully apply the independent brake. Got it. The red needle on this gauge shows the vehicle's brake cylinder pressure. This practically indicates how much the mechanical brake is applied. The non-red needle on this gauge shows pressure in the brake pipe throughout the entire train. The pressure is needed to release the brake. Okay. Set to forward position. This is the reverser. This could basically your forward and backward gear. This control sets the propulsion direction of the vehicle. That's backwards, that's forward. Handbrake. This control secures the vehicle from coming into involuntary motion. When it's fully released, the knob is in the most counterclockwise position. So, big tip to remember for this: lefty-loosey, righty-tighty in almost all of your things. So we're going to roll this left. We can disengage the independent brake. We have a sander in case we need some more traction, like if it's rainy or we're pulling a big hill or whatever. We can now gently engage the throttle. Drive the locomotive here. So we've applied a little bit of throttle. The diesel engine then basically spins up the generator. Since it's a diesel electric. Fully apply the train brake. Throw that forward. And park here, which we missed. Maybe we'll apply a little bit of train brake. Like 2 notches. You stop too soon, move a bit further. Yeah. Now I want to throw it and go ahead and engage the brake before we crash into this barrier. Wonderful. Let's get out of the locomotive and do some maintenance work. Alright, put it on brakes then. I'm going to use the independent brake though. Come to the car shed. Remember that you can dash. Dash, dash, dash. Take out your comms radio. Okay, change your comms radio to the mode re-rail using switch. Aim at the derailed car and press left mouse button. Aim at the tracks underneath it and press left mouse button to confirm, and then confirm the action. It'll tell me on the radio it says re-rail this particular car for $0. Great, now we can couple our locomotive to this car. So, tab to put things away. Bring the locomotive to the car so that the buffers touch. Be gentle. Okay, we're in the locomotive. We're releasing the independent brake. We're flipping it into reverse. And we're backing up. Oh, Shoot! I realized the error of my ways. The error of my ways is this. I need to take out my comms radio. Change your comms radio to switch by using the mouse wheel. We need to change the switch behind us before continuing. Aim at the switch and press the left mouse button. Okay. Great, now we'll drive in reverse so you can go ahead and set the reverser backwards. Bring the locomotive to the car so that the buffers touch. Be gentle. Just one notch of throttle gets us going pretty fast, actually. So we're going already 10 kilometers an hour. If I throw down some friction on this brake, right, we can slow us down. For this maneuver, I'd like to be going relatively slow. Okay. Just a little bit of throttle. A little bit less brake. And we'll crawl it back. Yeah, this is nice. And bump. Okay. Now we're going to approach the couplers. You can hold control to crouch, standard control. And we need to connect our train, so we're going to chain holds together the vehicles that make up the train. We're going to actually hook it up here. And coupler screw keeps the chain tight, making sure the vehicles stay together. Screw after coupling, unscrew before uncoupling. We're going to grab the hose, which connects together the vehicle's brake pipes, making up the shared pressurized volume throughout the train. Let's connect that there. And now we need to open our angle cocks. Brake angle cock. Enables airflow at the center of the vehicle. After coupling, close before open. After coupling, close before uncoupling. And the same thing over here. MU cable. Locomotives can be connected together to work in unison with this cable, but you won't need that until later. Great, it's time to go get our license. Heck yes. Great job. It's time to get our license. What we've learned so far, we've learned how to move around. We learned how to interact with items, how to operate trains, how to change switches, and how to couple trains. What's next? You'll be given your license and items. You'll be given a simple delivery goal. After that, you're good to go. Insert this order in the order validator. Press left mouse button to validate the order. Congratulations! This license grants you access to the Derail Valley Railway Network as a train driver. You can now take any orders you are licensed for, buy new licenses to further advance your career. Note, you do not have to carry this license with you. You can safely store it somewhere. And we got another one. Congratulations, this license grants you access to all the 2-axle diesel-electric locomotives in Derail Valley. Use them responsibly. Refer to your vehicle catalog for detailed specifications. You do not have to carry this license, right? And this license grants you access to all orders of the freight haul type. This order type involves delivering cargo between industries from and to empty output and input tracks. And what are we getting here? Ooh! Here's a key to a nearby utility locker. Unlock it. Sweet. We have a wallet with $0 in it. We've got a compass. that works as a compass would. Can we rotate the compass? No. So we're facing north. If we're facing this way, it's northeast. Being able to rotate the compass would be more useful. We've got a map and the schematic station maps. This thing is a huge library of books. In fact, I'm going to show it on the counter. Look at this monstrous manual, this Bible of stations. This is the schematics for all the stations, so we can... Oh, hey, look at this. Hey, we got 2,000 bucks. Take your wallet out. Check your balance. Wallet. Now, take the world map out from my inventory. You can interact with items in your hands. Press Alt to toggle your mouse cursor. On this map, you can click on different locations to fast travel to them. You'll be able to use this later when you make some cash. As a train driver, you are now ready to take this train to the nearby steel mill service point. It is marked as SM on your world map. I imagine we're moving this empty whatever, right? It says enter the locomotive. Jump. I said jump. Okay, fine. F. F. This blinking light indicates that there's a handbrake applied somewhere on the train. Release the handbrake on the car we just coupled. Okay, let's run over here. Release this handbrake. Now we're ready to get underway, right? Press Alt to enter mouse mode. You can use this mode. In this mode, you can change switches too. Aim at the switch sign with your mouse cursor and press the left mouse button to change it. Oh, that's handy. Excellent. Drive the coupled train out of the tutorial area towards the steel mill, SM on your map. Which is basically straightforward. So we're going from here to here. The game has been saved at this point. Exit mouse mode. Okay. Let's release all of our brakes. Get ourselves into forward mode. And apply some throttle. So we are on our way. Bring up the map. It's pretty much straight ahead. When you've picked up some speed, release the throttle completely. Coasting this way will reduce fuel consumption. The steel mill is up ahead. Let's approach slowly at about 30 kilometers an hour. All right. We'll go ahead and coast in at 30 kilometers an hour, I guess. We're going like 35 right now. So we can add a little bit of... This is just the independent brake for the rig that I'm driving right now. Let's bring that train to let's bring the train to a halt before the next switch. Start braking now. All right. Let's go ahead and fully apply the full train brake. Brake now before the switch. Take out the schematic station map and open the first steel map page, SMA. So that's this one. And we're looking for this map right here. See the teal service point icon at the bottom? Yes. We're going to approach it from the northeast. Okay, so on the right-hand side of this map, we're approaching from the northeast. Store the station map in your inventory. F2 to switch to external view. If your mouse mode is disabled, you can move your mouse to look around and mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Okay. Now press Alt to engage mouse mode. You can operate the locomotive entirely from the external view. If you wish, press F4 to access the driving interface. Oh, this is nice. Change the switch ahead by clicking it while in the external view. Use middle mouse button to adjust the view if needed. Now that you know that this exists, let's go back to first person. Yeah, first person is the way I like to play games anyway. You're good to go. Release your brakes and give a moment for the cylinders to depressurize fully before accelerating. So you can sort of just manually manipulate these with the mouse, or you can use the mouse wheel on them. All right. Go forward slowly, no faster than 30 kilometers an hour, and park the train into the service point. So we're using this junction to take a left turn. The next junction is right here, which is this right here, another left turn. Just kind of follow along on the map here. And now we are onto this junction, which is this right here, also another left. This junction, another left. Oh, we are hauling ass right now. And this next junction is a right turn into the service point. Almost there, prepare to stop. I'm going to go ahead and begin slowing down now. Full stop. To ensure the train won't run away, apply at least one handbrake on it before leaving. We'll use the train handbrake. Good job! This locomotive will stay here for servicing. Let's get you another, which you'll use to make your first deliveries. You can use any locomotives that you find in the valley that you are licensed for. There is a new DE2 available nearby. Here it is. You'll need to use the turntable to bring the locomotive out of the track. This is what I love about this game, like everything is simulated. Need to use the turntable. Okay, turntable. If I get a view like something like this, maybe go into mouse mode. Let's see how that did. Are we hooked up to the right thing? Park the locomotive on the turntable. We're not quite hooked up to the right track yet. We missed a little bit here. How do I... Middle mouse button. There we go. So we gotta pull this over this way a little bit. Get it to lock up on the right spot. There we go. And there's the turntable ready to go. park the locomotive on the turntable. We could just use F to enter. And in case you ever need a reminder, I keep bonking my microphone. In case you ever need a reminder on how to operate a specific locomotive, there are quick tutorials available. Press Escape to access the pause menu. Click the tutorial button to access the tutorial manager. And here you can manage and access short tutorials. Click the locomotive button to get a refresher for the DE2 that you're currently in. Quick tutorials can be aborted too from the tutorial manager. Never. Okay. So that would have given me a reminder on how to do this, but I'm pretty familiar. We need to start up the electronics. Go ahead and click on the starter breaker, the track motor breaker, and get the train or the locomotive started. Now, we could turn off the starter breaker. We don't need it anymore. We still have a brake set, so I'll go ahead and release that. Our light panel looks good. One position forward, one position back. And a cab fan. Reverser forward. One notch on here. You don't need much speed at all. We're just pulling up on the thing. Getting ourselves more or less centered and using the individual brake. Now for full safety, we'd probably throw on the parking brake. Let's pop in over here and turn this around to the active track. Great, now align the turntable to the outgoing track. So, a view about like that'll work. Turn this around. It's nice having a easy view of the track here. Well done. Before driving off, let's show you the station office. We'll go there on a draisine. This is actually one of the interesting parts of the tutorial. Okay. Oop, wrong button. Change your comms radio to the work train mode using the mouse wheel. Work train. Press LMB to request a work train. Press LMB again to select the handcar. Yep. Aim at the tracks next to you and press LMB. Orientation can be any. And confirm. Great. Now we can hop on. I actually very rarely use these. Crank the lever to get it moving forward. So, like everything in this is simulated, so we need to push the lever down. Or pull that one up. Down. Nope. Other way. Okay, I was incorrect. This gear is backwards. Up. Ah! This is hard to do with the... Not in VR. Wonder if I can do it from over here. Okay, even though the crank is in view, I think middle mouse button is the way to go. There we go. And bringing it to a halt with the brake held down. Equip my comms radio. I've gone 4 feet. Change your comms radio to clear mode. And we can clear this. And confirm. Okay. Go to the station office. Ah, very good. Being able to dash around is nice. Next to every station office, there's a lost and found shed. Here you can find valuable items if you happen to lose any. For instance, well, would you look at that? Here's another $100. Pick them up. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and make an adjustment here to game. Autosave interval doesn't need to be every 3 minutes, it can be every 5. Crosshair auto, cab light. Mouse sensitivity is fine. Tempted to put on always run. I thought there was a way to change my walking and running speed. This game runs on a very narrow field of view. Which is actually quite realistic. I mean, if you think about typical monitor. Okay, we're going to use that money to do something. Now select the LD27. So we're going to pay our fees. And then confirm the transaction. Okay, that's it. You've completed the tutorial. Let's get you the right difficulty level. Press E to continue. Choose a difficulty level standard, recommended for most players or those seeking a challenge. Some accessibility features are allowed. Train operation is realistic, and penalties for bad driving are present. Getting money is not easy, but not too difficult. You can change the difficulty at any point. So I really like the accessibility of this game, allowing you to change difficulty at any point. And that is it. When you are ready, you can get your first delivery order here, find one that you are licensed for, press E to continue. You'll then insert the selected delivery order to the order validator to accept it. If need be, you can cancel active orders by throwing them in trash bins. You can use couches and beds to sleep and advance in-game time. And lastly, if you need more information about anything, you can consult the manual. Open the pause menu. Manual. Here you can learn more about fees, signs, vehicles, and much more. When you're ready to close the menus to continue. That's it. Now you're on your own. Once you accept a new delivery order, follow the printed instructions to complete it. For any extra information, remember to consult the manual in the pause menu. Good luck out there. And that is where we're going to leave this recording of episode 0 of Let's Play Derail Valley Train Simulator. Until next time, I'm Sim Gamer.